Welcome back to Coder Beans. In script tag, write this code. Const outer equals document.get element by ID outer. Const inner equals document.get element by ID inner. In part 9 of our DOM manipulation in JavaScript series, we're unraveling the mysteries of event handling and data fetching. Join us as we explore event bubbling and event capturing, essential concepts for understanding how events propagate through the DOM. Plus, we'll dive into the exciting world of fetching data and AJAX, uncovering techniques for retrieving and updating data dynamically from servers. Event bubbling and event capturing. Event bubbling and event capturing are two phases of the event propagation process in the DOM document object model when an event occurs on an element. These phases determine the order in which event handlers are executed on the DOM tree. Event bubbling. In event bubbling, when an event is triggered on a target element, it starts from the target element and bubbles up the DOM tree to the root of the document. This means that the innermost element's event handler is executed first, followed by its parent's event handler, and so on up to the document's root. Event capturing. Event capturing is the reverse of bubbling. In this phase, the event starts from the root element and travels down the DOM tree to the target element. The event handlers on the root are executed first, followed by the handlers on their child elements, until it reaches the target element. Here's a working example that demonstrates event bubbling and capturing. Event bubbling example. In index.html file, write this code. Change title to event bubbling example. In style tag, write this code. Body. Padding 50px. Background color corn silk. Outer. Width 200px. Height 200px. Background color, light blue. Display flex. Justify content, center. Align items, center. In body tag, write this code. A dev tag with class equals outer and ID equals outer. Inside dev tag, write a button tag with class equals inner, ID equals inner, and button text click me. In script tag, write this code. Const outer equals document.get element by ID outer. Const inner equals document.get element by ID inner. Inner.add event listener, click, function. Console.log inner clicked. Outer.add event listener, click, function. Console.log outer clicked. Document.body.add event listener, click, function. Console.log body clicked. Output will be inner clicked, outer clicked, body clicked. Click on Go Live in VS Code. You will see this output in browser window. A square box of corn silk color, inside which is a light blue square box, inside which is a button with the text click me. Right-click on browser window and then select Inspect to open the console window. When you click on Click Me button, you will see these three messages. Inner clicked, outer clicked, body clicked. You see, when we click on Click Me button, first inner clicked message appears, then outer clicked, and then body clicked appears at the end. So click event propagates from target button to outer blue box and then to body, which is the corn silk color box. If you click on outer blue box, you will see first outer click appears and then body clicked appears. If you click on corn silk box, only body clicked will appear. In this example, 1. We have an HTML document with a dev and button elements, dev with the class outer and button with the class inner. 2. We attach event handlers to both the outer and inner elements and body for event bubbling. 3. When you click the inner button element, you will observe that event bubbling occurs by showing output in the console as inner clicked, outer clicked, and body clicked. We will show the event capturing in the next example. Event capturing example. In index.html file, write this code. Change title to event capturing example. In style tag, write this code. Body. Padding 50px. Background color corn silk. Outer. Width 200px. Height 200px. Background color light blue. Display flex. Justify content, center. Align items, center. In body tag, write this code. A dev tag with class equals outer and ID equals outer. Inside dev tag, write a button tag with class equals inner, ID equals inner, and button text click me. In script tag, write this code. Const outer equals document.getElement by ID outer. Const inner equals document.getElement by ID inner. The capturing phase is enabled by passing true as the third argument to add event listener. Inner.add event listener, click, function. Console.log inner clicked. True. Outer.add event listener, click, function. Console.log outer clicked. True. Document.body.add event listener, click, function. Console.log body clicked. True. The output will be body clicked, outer clicked, inner clicked. Click on Go Live in VS Code. You will see this output in browser window. A square box of corn silk color, inside which is a light blue square box, inside which is a button with the text Click Me. Right-click on browser window and then select Inspect to open the console window. When you click on Click Me button, you will see these three messages. Body clicked, outer clicked, inner clicked. You see when we click on Click Me button, first body clicked message appears, then outer clicked, and then inner clicked appears at the end. This is entirely opposite of event bubbling phase. So click event propagates from body to outer blue box and then to inner, which is the button. If you click on outer blue box, you will see first body clicked appears and then outer clicked appears. If you click on corn silk box, only body clicked will appear. In this example, the capturing phase is enabled by passing true as the third argument to add event listener. Now when you click the inner button element, it will trigger the capturing event, as you can see in the output, as body clicked, outer clicked, and inner clicked. What is fetching data and AJAX? Fetching data and AJAX, asynchronous JavaScript and XML, are techniques used in web development to retrieve data from a server and update a web page without requiring a full page reload. AJAX enables dynamic and responsive web applications by allowing data to be fetched and displayed in the background without disrupting the user's experience. Instead of XML, modern applications typically use JSON for data exchange. Here's a working example that demonstrates data fetching using AJAX in JavaScript. In index.html file, write this code. Change title to data fetching with AJAX example. In style tag, write this code. Style the container. .container. Text align, center. Margin 50px. Auto. Padding 20px. Border 2px solid light gray. Width 300px. In body tag write a dev tag with class equals container and ID equals content. Inside dev tag write AP tag with text data will be loaded here. In script tag write this code. Function to handle data fetching and display. Function fetch data and display. Const content equals document.getElement by ID content. Create a new XML HTTP request AJAX request. Const xhr equals new XML HTTP request. Define the request method and URL. xhr.open get https://json placeholder.typicode.com/users/one single quote true. Set up a callback for when the request is complete. xhr.onload equals function. If xhr.status equals 200. Parse the JSON response. Const data equals json.parse xhr.response text. Display user data. Content.innerHTML equals name $data.name IBR email $data.email. Else content.innerHTML equals failed to fetch data. Send the request. xhr.send. Fetch user data and display it. Fetch data and display. Click on Go Live in VS Code. You will see this in the browser window. A box inside which first you will see data will be loaded here, and then you will see name and email user data displayed from JSON placeholder. If you make an error in JSON placeholder, you will see an error message saying failed to fetch data in this box. In this example, 1. We have an HTML document with a dev element with the class container and the ID of content. Initially, it contains a message indicating where the data will be displayed. 2. In the JavaScript section, we define a function fetch data and display that handles data fetching and display. 3. Inside the function, we create a new XML HTTP request object, XHR, to make an AJAX request. 4. We set up the request by specifying the request method, get, and the URL to fetch data from, in this case, from a JSON placeholder endpoint. 5. We define a callback function, xhr.onload, to handle the response when the request is complete. If the request is successful, status code 200, we parse the JSON response and display it in the content element. Otherwise, we display an error message. 6. We send the AJAX request by calling xhr.send. 7. Finally, we call the fetch data and display function to initiate the data fetching and display process. When you open this HTML page, it will fetch data from the specified URL, a JSON placeholder endpoint, and display the title and body of a post in the content element. This demonstrates how to use AJAX to fetch and display data without reloading the entire page. In the next part we will explain BOM, Browser Object Model, and then we will have 10 multiple choice questions to test your knowledge about DOM manipulation in JavaScript. Ready to expand your JavaScript toolkit? Subscribe to Coder Beans now and stay tuned for more enlightening content on DOM manipulation and web development. Let's dive deeper into the world of JavaScript together.